Hey Gemini, it's Maggie from Moon Directed. Thanks for checking out my channel. Wow. Okay. As soon as I started talking, I found I didn't have much of a voice here. All right, so here we go. Gemini, are you having trouble talking? So at this channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best use it to move our life forward. If you are visiting for the first time, hang around. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if anything I say resonates. That would be excellent. Leave me a comment. Tell me how it resonates. If you're a returning viewer or a subscriber, your likes, your shares, your comments are helping me grow my channel. I really appreciate it. If you could continue to do that, that would be so excellent. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. All right, so let's get started with the conversation starter from Poppy Palin, Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Let's see what the universe wants to talk about. I did include a description in the description box below, all the different decks that I'm using this week. Gemini, look at this. You're starting with the universe wants to talk to you about how to create that happy home, happy life situation for you. So let's see where this conversation goes, okay? So tonight we're having that full moon lunar eclipse. It's actually tomorrow morning, Monday morning at 12:16 a.m. But when you go to bed tonight, take a look outside and see if you can't catch it. It's kind of like a blood moon. It's super moon. It's close. It's kind of got that red pinkish look to it. It's the hunger moon though. What do you want? Step into your power. What are you letting go of so you can bring into you this opportunity for this happy, emotionally satisfying home life? This is really great energy. I'm super excited for you right now. Okay, so just saying, I'm super excited for you right now. All right, so what do we have here? Leo, the moon is in Leo. This has been something that's been a project that's been going on for probably 6 months, maybe 18 months, because the nodes have been in Leo, right? So Gemini, where are we taking all this? Well, first off, that's you. That's you. It's like you. It's your good you, the good twin, and the troublemaking twin, right? Like we have two sides to us, right? So look at this though. There's self-reflection. They're looking at the emotions, but they're not drowning in the emotions, right? So really take a good look. Do a little self-reflection with this full moon. What are you releasing? What are you let going? Because what you want to do is you want to bring in the pleasure in your life, right? How do you find the pleasure? Where's the joy so that you can create this, right? So maybe you've been working too hard and you need to find more of a balance, or I don't know. What do you need to release so that you can bring in more pleasure, so that you can have that nice, happy home life balance? All right, so this is in your third house of communication. So, maybe you need to express yourself. Oh, it's in your third house of communication. No wonder I'm having trouble talking. Oh, look at you. Your commitment's being tested. This has come up a lot in between the new moon and the full moon. The full moon and today. Your commitment is being tested. So maybe you've made a choice. I'm going to release this so I can have this, so I can bring it in, and you are going to be tested. It's not going to be an easy decision and not going to be an easy way to do this. So the self-reflection is going to be important, and maybe writing it down, like why you're doing this, because I want to create this dynamic. I want this family. I want this thing to happen. I want this emotional satisfaction. So maybe perhaps that would be one way to do it. Or call up somebody and talk to them, because it is in the communication sector. So maybe you need to communicate this with the other people that are involved, or maybe you just need to talk to a friend, right? And so that it would be something to look at for the next couple of days. And then the moon's going to move into Virgo at 10:22 p.m. on Tuesday night. So basically Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to be having this energy of detail orientation and nose to the grindstone that Virgo brings, and it is in your home. It's in your sector of home. And so, paying attention to the details so that you can create this. So, your commitment's going to be tested though. So don't forget that. Wow. All right. So you're going to have to heal the past So if there's some place where you need to say you are sorry, now would be a good time to do that, right? Release the negative energy of that with this full moon, and really commit to the relationship, and do that by saying, look, I'm really, really sorry. You know, I know I played a part in this. And then harvest and sow. So if you are planting seeds right now of releasing and letting go of the negative energy, you can, in the fall, you can bring in, it'll take a few months to get there, right? So you're looking at 6 months out, probably by the time we get to that new moon in Leo. So good 6 months of the cycle from this eclipse to really see the benefits of what you're doing here. So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard soul work, but it looks important, right? It looks important. So if you can heal the past, come fall, you can start feeling this emotional satisfaction. Maybe you need to do something to transition through, you know. I'm not really sure, but this is happening over here with, you're supposed to be seeking balance. Balance. And finding the beauty, right? So balance. And the balance in the home life, finding the beauty. What do you need to heal? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to communicate so you can create that balance? You're gonna have to, it's going to take self-reflection. This feels very personal. It feels like it's going to be different for everybody. There doesn't feel like there's a common theme here. It feels like there's a common goal. It feels like there's a common goal, but what the issue is looks different. Maybe you need to release a relationship, and it's going to take you 6 months to heal from that, so that you can start building this. Because don't forget, your commitment's going to be tested. So it could be that, whatever it is, you're being asked to take some action. So when the moon is moving into Libra on Thursday night, so really Friday and Saturday, it's a cutting back of something to allow something new to grow, right? And finding the wisdom in doing this, right? There's a wisdom in this. But there's action. Yang is all about taking the action, making the move, doing what you have to do, sowing so that you can harvest, right? You have to plant the seeds in order to do it, but it looks like the sowing of the seeds that you're planting looks like actually healing yourself from hurt and pain, or healing a family situation so that you can bring this in, right? The commitment's being tested. So if you're having difficulty in your family life and you want to make it better, you have to do the work now. And then it's going to take a while. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But on Sunday, when that moon moves into Scorpio at 2:31 in the morning, that is in your 6th house of day-to-day activities, house and home. This is romance. Maybe you need to be romantic in order to start healing this. Maybe you need to reach out to your partner and make the effort and say, hey, let's go do something fun, right? And then by the time you get to your day-to-day activities and your health and everything on Sunday, remember to be grateful. Well, I'm grateful that I have my health. I am grateful that I have a job to go to. I am grateful for these opportunities. Yeah. Okay. Are you playing someone, or have you been feeling like you've been played? When they have the mask on their face, that's hiding behind the mask of what you're revealing to the world. So that's your secret side, and your secret side looks like it's pulling the strings. And there's broken toys. And so the question becomes, are you the person behind the mask, or has someone been playing you, right? We got what appears to be a king here and the jester here. So which one are you? Are you the one that's manipulating and pulling the strings and hiding and keeping your thoughts and your feelings to yourself? And maybe what you need to do is speak up and tell and express how you feel so that you can create this? Or is somebody doing that to you and you thought You thought this was what you were going to get, but they were playing you, and maybe what you need to do is let go and move on. I cannot answer that question for you. I can tell you that over the next 6 months or so, 6-8 months, you've got a lot of healing to do. You have a lot of healing to do. But come autumn, I think no matter what, you're going to feel better. So maybe you have resolved to leave a situation and you're being tested because they're like, no, you can stay. It'll be okay. And maybe that's not the right thing to do. Maybe you need to go. Or maybe you thought you needed to go, but now you're thinking, oh, wait, maybe I need to stay and really commit to this. You're the only one that knows the answer to that, Gemini. That looks like big decisions coming up here. That looks like a really tough week emotionally at home. Like, what's going on and what am I going to do? And I think that self-reflecting is going to be really important. Like, really getting into thinking about, where you're going. What are you going to do with that? How is that going to work for you? And so, I feel like I want to give you some more guidance. I do. I'm just trying to see what's handy. Let me see if we can't get a little read on this. This looks really tough. Okay, so these are not in the description box below, but this is the Energy Oracle cards from Sandra Ann Taylor. Let me see if I can get you another piece of advice. Like, what should you do here? Right? It says to take action. It says to take action. So let's say, what kind of action, right? What kind of action? Okay, the Temple Path. You need to ask your higher self, what is it you really want? What is in your best and highest good? What is in the best and the highest good of all involved? The Temple Path is about reaching for the higher self, reaching for your best version of yourself, not being the manipulator and not being manipulated, right? So this is about you seeking spiritual guidance with your higher self, really, really reflecting into it. Really do that self-reflection. That's where the work's going to come. That looks pretty tough there, Gemini. I'm really sorry about that. Let's get you a card. This one was not part of it, but I think this is yours. Kind of jumped out there. We have Rose, attract a relationship. So what kind of a relationship do you want? So this is about you really reflecting and knowing what you want and committing to yourself. That's where your commitment's being tested. It might be to the relationship that you're in, or it might be to leaving the relationship. But no matter what, if you want to attract a relationship, you need to do what's best for you and seek your higher self and do what's in the best good of everyone. And if you're the manipulator, stop manipulating. If you're being manipulated, get out. It's kind of what it feels like. I hate doing relationship readings, but that's what this is. It's going to take you until the fall to really heal the situation. Either make the marriage or relationship work, or to feel better about the one that didn't. So you're in for a tough haul. Okay. All right, Gemini, but I think that's the message for the day. I'm going to put the year ahead here and also the eclipse reading. Make sure you check those out. You'll get more guidance out of that. And don't forget to check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. Your sun sign is when you were born, and that's how you feel about everything. But your rising sign has to do with the time and the date, but that's how you interact with the world and how the world sees you. So while you may be feeling one way inside, you might be acting differently outside, and that's what they're seeing. So it's good to check out how that is. And the moon is when things in the world are happening around you and how you feel like in that moment, like, oh, that just happened. How do I feel? Oh, I know. And so managing those emotions in a way that moves you forward in the best possible thing, not overreacting and not underreacting. So sometimes there's a balance required. So check out your sun, your moon, and rising. There is a calculator below. Check it out. If this has been of value to you at all, please give me a thumbs up. If you could let me know where this energy is in your life, where this healing is having to take place. Because then when I do my readings for you guys, I keep that stuff in mind so that I'm getting answers that are more reflective of the people who are actually viewing the video. So when I know what's going on, it's a lot easier. Okay, you guys have a great day. Have a good week. It looks a little tough for the next 6 weeks, but stand firm in your resolve and your commitment to yourself. Okay. All right. And you take care. Bye.